GameGoddessFee again. Alright, so we're back tonight with more Ace Attorney. Yay, Dave is first, you guys. Look. Yay. You beat everybody to the stream, Dave. Thank you so much. Alright, so I guess we'll do this earlier than expected. I got something to do later on, so let's get this party popping right now. Hope y'all enjoy. Thank you for watching. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and a subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I do appreciate the new subscribers. Thank you all for subscribing as well. All right, you ready, Plum? Yeah. Plum, are you tired?
Yes. The show must go on.
Oops, I got both mics open, you guys, but I hope that wasn't too loud on y'all ears. I was testing this mic, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this. Okay.
We've been playing this game how many years? She still don't know how to get through the menus.
Dave said, "Working man."
Working man.
You think he be working hard, Dave?
Nope. Yeah.
April 28th, 9:15 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 3. Let's go.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm a pole of justice. And I'm fine.
You don't like hearing yourself.
Nope, I don't.
Is Apollo okay? He's been muttering to himself all morning. He's been like that since yesterday. Guess the pressure of today's trial is getting to him. Poor Polly. He's really tearing himself up over all this. Get it together, Apollo!
Yikes! Athena! When did you get here?
Try to relax a little bit, will you? You're getting yourself way too worked up.
Yeah, but I'm alright. I'm fine.
You know, I did a little digging on this. That just stopped me in my tracks time. I saw that name. Hey, Angel. Happy Saturday, y'all. I hope everyone is enjoying this weekend. Oh, yeah. You know, every weekend I don't have to work. It's a good one, Angel. So I hope yours is going wonderful as well. Hey, we do sometimes have to work it like 4 hours, like 6 to 10. I do have to work it sometimes, like at the end of the month. Look, they'll probably have me on the Saturday shift next Saturday. Mm-hmm. Anyway, what's his name?
Nayuta Satmati.
Nayuta
Satmati.
Fatmati, guy.
Nayuta Satmati.
He's apparently not your run-of-the-mill prosecutor. Yeah, I already know, Dave. Look, I hope they stop doing y'all like that, but there's extra money in y'all pockets. I can tell you that for every Saturday. Oh my goodness. Well, I used to be every other Saturday when I worked retail, so.
Oh yeah? What did you find out?
Well, they say he wields an incredible power to accurately read a trial's karma and its ultimate fate.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't have all the details, but apparently he can foresee how the arguments will go and even lead his opposition. So the defense basically ends up going in whatever direction he has in his head.
Man, this isn't going to be a cakewalk if that's true.
Emma did say she talked to him first for us, though. Here's hoping that went well.
In any case, it sounds like he's going to keep us on our toes. That's why I know you're ready. Why I know I can leave Trucy in the office to you. I believe in you, Apollo. Mr. Wright is putting his faith in me. I can't let him down now! Here you go. Also, if you lose, you're fired, and I'm going to sue you in court. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine!
There he goes again. It's almost like he's chanting a prayer.
I'm fine! I'm Apollo Justice, and I'm fine!
If you say so, Apollo.
The trial will start momentarily. Is the defense ready? Yes! We're fine! Trucy's fate and the fate of the agency rest on this trial. This is it, Justice! If ever there was a time to shine, it's now! Well, here we go. Oops, sorry.
April 28, 9:30 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 6. Is that the one that blew up?
I don't know.
They forgot. Or was that 4? One of the two.
That's crazy. You can say it's that dude that blew up.
Day 1. Court is now in session. All rise. With the rise, Paul.
All right, rise.
Court is now in session for the trial of Trucy Wright.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. A thousand pardons. It was rude of me to keep you waiting. I was praying for the victim. Yes, that is correct. I am but a lowly monk from the kingdom of Karain. I beg in advance for the forgiveness and kind patience of everyone here in this court. I am unfamiliar with the proceedings of this country, and may make many blunders. I wonder if Emma had a chance to talk with him about Trucy. Certainly, in the name of the Holy Mother, I vow to guide the victim's soul to a land of eternal peace, known as the Twilight Realm. Now, let the last rites of the victim begin. Nayuta Satmati. He's really been making a name for himself apparently, but... That's a nickname. Last rites prosecutor. I wonder how that will come into play today. The incident took place in the middle of a spectacular magic show. The accused performed a magic trick in which she thrust a sword into a coffin. A coffin from which the body of the victim then spilled out, dead from a fatal stabbing. The victim's name was a man of mystery, otherwise known as the Great Mr. Ruse. Rias, whatever. It should be Ruse, but he's named Rias for some reason. His blood was found on the sword that was used during the magic trick. It is only natural for one to assume as such, Your Honor. However, it was no mere accident, but rather a homicide. The prosecution's position is thus that this was a murder made to look like an accident. After thorough consideration of all possible scenarios, I unfortunately had no other choice but to conclude as much. So that's how it's gonna be, huh? Naturally, we maintain that the defendant is innocent, Your Honor. If the defense wouldn't mind, could you please explain your reasoning? My reasoning? Well, I would have to say that my main reason is because I believe in the defendant. I see. So you find it difficult to come up with anything more concrete than that, do you? What a fine demonstration of the fact that you are indeed a lawyer of an putrid mind. I can't read when they make the text red. I'm blind. Putrid mind? Excuse me, but I... A sutra of the Holy Mother that guides those of tainted soul towards enlightenment. It is a Koreanist incantation to awaken the to awaken the stupid from their fruitless slumber. Fitting for a lawyer who indulges in such fancy as the innocence of the accused. Allow me these few words, defense. It is my duty as a monk to punish sinners and to guide victim souls to the twilight realm. Should you show repentance and admit to the accused's guilt now, no harm will come to you. But should you interfere with my sacred last rites for the victim, and I shall cast you down into the pit of torment, along with Trucy Wright! Now wait just 1 minute here! Putrid? Pit of torment? Is that any way to address someone in a court of law? Your Honor, that was but a Koreanist sermon for those who have strayed from the path. Harsh words are often necessary to admonish contemplative deviants who cannot see reason. And the trial's only just begun. What? Uh-oh. I thought she said goodbye to the snackoos. Detective Sky, your testimony, please. Detective Sky, this path you seek to follow is misguided. Giving the wrongdoer false hope will only deepen her despair in the end. Let it go and move on. Acts which go against your duty will earn you divine punishment from the Holy Mother.
Okie dokie.
She and Prosecutor Sadmani don't seem to get along very well, do they? Shall we continue? The prosecution contends that the accused had a clear motive. The evidence, if you would, Detective Sky. Is it just me, or is it a little different from the one in Miss Wright's dressing room? This one says cancelled under Mr. Rios.
You know what? Hold on.
You're hungry and you know, clap your hands.
I'm so sorry. This thing had got my value unlocked on this streaming software. I normally have it locked.
I've been talking to myself in different voices. I'm crazy.
Okay. Oops. How long? It's been the whole stream, y'all.
Man, Peter, what do you feel about that? Yeah, I agree.
Okay. I must have accidentally turned it down. I appreciate you for letting me know. Thank you, Angel. Okay. Okay, it's locked now. Cause I have it locked so I can't turn it down. I have both our things locked, but I must have unlocked this. I don't know. It's weird. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
You did this?
Yep.
That's right. Mr. Rios left the troop after the first version of the poster was printed. Take a look at Mr. Rios' right forearm. near his elbow. See the big scar there? He apparently got that when he made a mistake while practicing a magic trick.
Ouch! That's quite a score.
Because of the accident, Magnified Gramarye concluded Mr. Rios was too unskilled. Just before the show was to open, Magnified announced Mr. Rios wouldn't be appearing. But in defiance of Magnified's decision, Mr. Rios tried to go on stage anyway. This in turn caused Magnified to oust Mr. Rios from the troupe on the spot. He kicked Mr. Rios out? That seems rather extreme. Did he really have to go that far?
When it came to magic, Troupe Gramarye was so passionate. Or should I say, extreme about it that it caused problems for them from time to time.
Yes, they even caused this court a mountain of trouble with their extreme antics. I was buffering pretty bad, but I seem to be good now. Oh, okay. I think our stuff is straight. It could have been us, but anyway, I'm glad you compared it now, Dave.
And now, the troupe's successor has committed a murder. It seems the troupe's rare talent was inherited by the right person after all. A putrid talent for criminality.
Sound rather extreme yourself, prosecutor.
Criminals with impure souls do not deserve sympathy, Your Honor.
As I was saying, after his explosion, I know, right?
After he exploded.
Shut up! Expulsion, Mr. Rios apparently went on to hold a grudge against the troupe.
He would tell those close to him, I will get my revenge on Troupe Gramarye someday.
Revenge, This certainly sounds antagonist.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Antagonistic. 13-year-old poster updated in the court record. Mr. Rios was apparently ousted from Troupe Gramarye 13 years ago due to an injury he has sustained.
And then, his chance for revenge finally came. If you would be so kind, Detective Sky.
I guess I don't have a choice, do I? Witness testimony. The defendant's motive. I can't read. The defendant's motive. The victim planned to get his revenge on Troupe Gramarye during Trucy's magic show. Mr. Rios was going to first steal. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Mr. Rios was going to first steal the Gramarye notebook from the defendant. He then intended to reveal the secrets behind their magic tricks during the show. That was the victim's plan for revenge. And while he did, in fact, steal the notebook, the defendant murdered him before he had a chance to reveal the secrets.
By the time the accused had discovered the notebook's theft, it was too late.
It's the signal in the building. It's probably a lot of people on the internet too, Dave. It's crazy.
Her only option was to kill Mr. Rios and make it look like an accident.
Objection!
That's nothing but conjecture!
Objection!
The victim's assistant, Bunny DeFam, gave the police a statement. She testified that just before the start of the show, Mr. Rios said, I'm going to reveal all of Troupe Gramarye's secrets on stage today.
What?
Well, that isn't exactly a great starting point for a rebuttal, is it?
You're telling me? Allow me to give you one piece of advice, Defense. Oh? And what's that? Let it go and move on.
Where you get them butterfly from? Anyway.
Excuse me? Helping a sinner will only sully your own soul. One possessed of an unclean soul will burn in the flames of torment, and then be ever burdened with that sin in their next life. But I don't believe in that sort of thing. Besides, I have no intention of giving up! Oh, Holy Mother, grant me the strength to deal with this putrid lawyer. All actions have consequences, and yours will surely earn you the honor of being a mere stinkbug at best in your next life. A stinkbug?
Now then, Mr. Mr. Justice, your cross-examination, please. Cross-examination. Their prosecutor harsh. The defendant's motive. The victim planned to get his revenge on Troop Gremory during Trucy's magic show.
Hold it!
Revenge after all this time? It's been 13 years already. Why now?
I know, right? I thought that was pretty sketchy myself. I mean, wouldn't he have done it a long time ago? If he was gonna...
Detective Sky, self-indulgent outbursts such as those will earn you divine punishment. In the form of a salary evaluation. Wait, that's what divine punishment means? Let the detective have her snack. This humble servant of the Holy Mother shall explain. Over a decade ago, Troop Gremory was at the height of their popularity. But then their reputation declined, and they had all but faded from public memory. Until recently, that is, when Trucy Wright sought to recapture their former glory.
The defendant? And at such a young age, too. How impressive.
Yes, the accused's skill as a magic is undeniably impressive. If she hadn't fallen into the path of sin, she would have had a bright future ahead of her.
It's always sad to see such a promising young potential go to waste. Now then, Detective Sky, how did Mr. Rios plan to get his revenge? And please put down the snackoos before you continue with your testimony. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Rios was going to first steal the Gremory notebook from the defendant.
Hold it!
What evidence do you have that Mr. Rios actually stole the notebook?
Well, you see,
Really?
Whenever you're ready, Detective. Fret not, Detective Sky. You have nothing to repent for. You should be proud of the fine forensic discovery that you made. Forensic discovery? What did she discover specifically? Detective Sky identified a certain set of fingerprints on the notebook. Upon further inspection, she determined that they belonged to Mr. Rios. What? The detective found the fingerprints entirely of her own volition. For that, I must say, well done, Detective Sky. You got a little too addicted to using your precious white powder, did you, Emma? Now, Detective Sky, I would ask you to explain exactly how Mr. Rios intended to use the notebook to exact his revenge.
Alright, well first he stole the notebook. He then intended to reveal the secrets behind their magic tricks during the show.
Hold it!
And there we go under the stage. I'm going to reveal all of Troop Grammy's secrets on stage today. That's what Mr. Rios himself said, right?
Right, but he didn't exactly specify which Grammary secrets he was talking about.
But the prosecution thinks he was referring to the secrets behind Troop Grammy's magic? Yes, that is the prosecution's assertion. When the accused realized that Mr. Rios was to reveal her family's most close-guarded secrets, she naturally panicked. So basically, Trucy's notebook was hiding in Mr. Rios' things because he had stolen it himself?
I see, truly a motive that only a magician could have. Yes, that's what the prosecution believes anyway. That was the victim's plan for revenge. And while he did, in fact, steal the notebook. Hey, King Pock Nintendo lover, how you doing today? I'm good. I'm good. How you doing tonight? Oop.
Yeah.
I skipped the statement.
Hold it!
Do you really believe what you're saying, Detective Sky?
Oops. Say it again.
I was on mute, Detective Sky. Do you really believe what you're saying, Detective Sky?
I enjoyed your stream yesterday. I was on his stream yesterday, you guys.
What he was
And
doing?
playing what's that auto theft game? Grand Theft Auto. Yeah. There was some crazy stuff on that stream.
Do you really think Miss Wright killed Mr. Rios to stop him from getting revenge?
You should purchase Grand Theft Auto 5. Look, we'll see about that. Look.
You don't play the game if you got guns in it or if it ain't on the Switch.
Of course, I don't think that.
Keep your private considerations separate from your public duty. I warned you about this very thing before the trial begun, did I not, Detective Sky?
Now that's the type of game I like to see like other YouTubers play it. I don't normally play on myself.
She's a coward!
Yes, you did.
Please recite my exact words to you.
Sky, you are a detective first and foremost, not the accused friend. Remember your duty and fulfill it faithfully.
Excellent. So you do remember what I said to you. Your devotion to your work will be rewarded, for the Holy Mother sees all.
This Holy Mother is no scientific concept I've ever heard of. Those two really don't get along, do they?
Well, science and religion go together about as well as oil and water.
It's a Grand Theft Auto runs business. I can sell weed or cocaine and more. My nieces, they playing the game. I don't know what game it was.
They're playing Schedule 1.
Who?
Schedule 1, that game had blew up. It's about selling drugs too.
Yeah, I'll probably be bad at that. King Park. As I was saying, The defendants murdered him before he had a chance to reveal the secrets. Yeah, I'd be real bad at that.
I think Apollo would be
Oops,
good at
I
it,
keep
'cause
on,
he's naturally good at
hold
getting
on.
drugs.
I didn't cross-examine her. The defendant murdered him before he had a chance to reveal the secrets.
Hold it!
I'm sorry, but what exactly is the basis for claiming it was murder?
Beats me.
What? The basis is beats me?
You have to ask Prosecutor Sotomayor.
That's not my name. What did you just call me?
Somebody over there, because he hasn't told me his reasoning either.
Detective Sky, your feeding of information to the defense has not gone unnoticed by my eyes.
He said, can't wait till next month. Soccer purchase my new, so you can purchase your new capture card. Yeah, I want to see that. He said he was going to purchase one of the 4K ones. So I'm interested in seeing how that looks on screen. Stream, I mean, well, screen and the stream. Oop.
The bad karma of acts which go against your duty will impinge upon you in your next life. But even before that, it may impinge on upon your job in the form of a transfer.
Goodness gracious, $300. Yeah, look, that'll have to be in installments for me. Look.
What you pay for yours?
Mine was about like 150, like half of that. But yeah, that's look, it better look good. $300. Please don't get me kicked out of the forensic unit. Anything but that.
Poor Emma. She's really been risking everything for us. Well, Prosecutor Sadmani, what are your grounds for claiming homicide? This was the luminous tape in the understage passage.
Look, the images better be coming and kicking out at me. Look.
I realized that it had been moved. Moved such that Mr. Rios would climb up onto the downstage coffin by mistake. What? Mr. Rios, who was waiting in the understage passage, was supposed to have used the upstage ladder, shown here on the left. He was to climb up into the coffin that had been set up in the backstage area, after being turned into a stuffed dragon during Act 1. Mr. Rios was supposed to come back to life and emerge from that coffin. But the luminous tape had been moved to mark the downstage ladder. So the victim climbed up into the coffin on the stage itself by mistake. The very same coffin that the accused thrust her sword into. And you have proof that it was my client who moved the tape?
I said, I bet you that'll look good with the Switch 2, won't it?
No.
You don't think so?
I'm not gonna.
I'll see how it looks. Look, I might have to invest in it too. Look.
But of course, Detective Sky.
Oh, that's right. I identified the defendant's fingerprints on the luminous tape.
You what? He actually had proof?
He's a plum work at Target. You can get his discount. Look, he gave me he got his discount card today. Look. So you know the model that you have. It's the I think it's the HD60S, something like that. Elgato.
Well, Defense, are you finally ready to let it all go and move on?
Absolutely not!
Detective, please add that information about the prints on the tape to your testimony. The defendant's prints were on the tape. I guess she must have moved it during the show.
Hold it!
What made you think to check the luminous tape for prints?
Well, I bet it was Detective's intuition. I tested not just the tape, but just about everywhere for fingerprints. So I worked at Best Buy before. It's not much discount on electronics. It's not? That's strange. I guess they don't want to discount it too much.
Yes, I would like 5 Switch 2s.
Yeah, it's the HD 60S Plus video game capture high definition game recorder. That's what it says.
I would like 25 Switch 2s, thank you.
Oh?
I dusted pretty much every single surface in the theater. I mean, it was so nice to be able to dust for prints without anybody getting mad at me.
It's great that you're enthusiastic, Emma. But there is such a thing as too enthusiastic.
The tape was moved to guide Mr. Rios into the coffin that was downstage. Yeah, I guess they said y'all not getting too much of a discount. If that's true, it does sound like a murder rather than an accident.
It certainly doesn't help that Trucy's prints are on the tape.
Ah.
I wish I knew what sound would even be appropriate to make in this situation.
Alright, what are we looking for?
Mama,
You don't know what I'm talking about, but the dude like to the right behind Emma's head, like the first dude in the gallery with like
Terry McGinnis from Batman Beyond. Y'all know who that is. It's like the...
To the right of Emma.
Yes, he looks like Terry McGinnis. Like, he looks exactly like him. Okay, it's that statement
about the fingerprint.
Ooh. Let me see.
It should be like the last one.
Okay, the defendant's prints were on the tape. I guess she must have moved it during the show.
What
Oh,
no,
I pressed the wrong button. Hold on.
what does Juicy always wear?
Gloves. I didn't mean to do that. I pressed it again. I meant to press the that's the right button instead of left. How do we prove she wear gloves all the time? On this picture?
No.
Oh, that's not it.
This it is kind of a stretch, but it says
Juicy wore gloves during the show.
Objection!
I'm sorry, Detective Sky, but there's a flaw in your testimony.
Oh, really?
The prosecution is claiming that Miss Wright moved the understage tape during the show in order to guide the victim into the coffin downstage. But it doesn't make sense that she would leave prints on the tape at that time.
It doesn't?
Please consider the fingerprinting... Sorry. Please consider the fingerprinting I'm trying to say analysis with its results. Please consider the fingerprinting results of the main coffin. which shows that not one of my client's fingerprints was found on or in it.
That's true. We didn't find any prints of her prints on that coffin.
I think you realize what the flaw in your testimony is. Claiming Miss Wright left prints on the tape during the show is inconsistent with the facts. Because she was wearing gloves during the show!
Oh!
She must have left the prints sometime before the show started. In other words, her prints do not prove she moved the tape to mislead the victim. The prosecution's investigation was insufficient!
Oh my! But on a personal level, I'm very happy about that. Well, Prosecutor Soderman, I'll keep on.
Why can no one get my name?
What's his name? Samadi? If the defense's argument is true, then you have no evidence the defendant moved the tape to deceive the victim.
I see. Apparently the defense is more intelligent than I had thought. More than a stink bug at any rate. Come on! You can bump me up to at least a stag beetle now, can't you?
Would that really be any better?
Of course! Way better! Stag beetles are cool, with those huge mandibles of theirs. If the defense wishes to be promoted to a stag beetle, then answer me this question. Alright, shoot! Even with no evidence that the accused moved the tape to misguide the victim, the victim still climbed the ladder using the tape as a guide. And entered the coffin on the stage. The accused then thrust her sword into said coffin with the victim in it.
So what you're saying is the fact remains that the victim was stabbed to death, right?
Precisely. However, this does drastically change one aspect of this case. If the accused did not lead the victim into the coffin on purpose, then it means the victim's death could have been accidental. If it was indeed an accident, the defense can argue that it was involuntary manslaughter.
I see. If it was involuntary manslaughter, they could plead intuition.
Good judge.
Insinuating circumstances, anyway. You got me laughing. And the severity of the crime could be mitigated.
Defense, if you believe the accused did not murder the victim, then do you argue that it was an accident? This is it, the all-important question. The defense argues that Mr. Rios' death was
an accident? Murder?
He was murdered.
Oh, yeah, it was murder.
Then that means Juicy did.
Right.
The defense maintains that the defendant is entirely innocent. We believe that it wasn't an accident, but a murder. And what's more, we believe it was committed by a third party.
A third party? As in the true culprit is someone else?
That is quite a brazen claim to make, and one wholly without grounds. Your voice is as loud as your suit, and your mind echoes just as loudly in emptiness. Surely, you were but a loud red pepper in your previous life. We've been demoted to a vegetable?
Wow, I didn't know a person could be reincarnated as a non-sentient plant. I'm just reading words not there.
In any case, I do have grounds to make this claim. Let us hear this reasoning of yours then. Alright, but before I give it, there is one question that we need to address. If the victim was killed by some third party, then the sword the defendant thrust into the coffin wasn't the cause of death. If that's the case, then how did we wind up with a dead body inside the coffin?
A very good question. Now let's hear your opinion, Mr. Justice. How did the victim's body wind up inside the coffin? What he said, it was killed in the coffin? It was
It
was killed on the stage. Let's go with, he was killed on the stage?
Yup.
What if the victim was killed under the stage before being put into the coffin? In other words, what if the victim was already dead in the coffin from the get-go?
Oh, I see. In that case, the defendant's sword wouldn't have been the cause of death. How do you respond, Prosecutor Samadi?
That is the third time.
The third time of what?
Yeah!
Through his feet.
What is this?
サトライマオマンドもさましで足し抜けたれがせよそのか
Ah! Ow, 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 ow! My head! What do you think you're doing? Even the merciful Holy Mother loses patience if she is struck 3 times. Since you never learn, you needed to be punished. Why don't you let me worry about what I need and don't need? It is what you deserve for interfering with my my sacred last rites for the victim. You are a brainless lawyer chasing phantoms. You know nothing. Let this humble servant of the Holy Mother give you an edifying sermon. A sermon? Now? There is a passage in the sacred scriptures of Koreanism. A cornered frog will swallow even a snake. Huh?
A cornered lawyer has unexpectedly struck back hard against the prosecution. Did I get it right?
No, for I am not done with my sermon. Yet, the frog still dies, its belly bitten and torn from within. That's great. And in this case, you are that frog defense. What exactly is your point anyway? Let us assume for a moment that the victim was killed under the stage. Who then had the opportunity to do so during the show? Let's see. The people in the show were Bonnie the Fame, the victim, Mysterious, and Trucy Wright. Bonnie the Fame was on stage throughout the entire show, as easily confirmed by the footage from the show. Which leaves us with only one suspect, Trucy Wright. Ah! Now do you see? The accused killed Mr. Rios as he waited on standby in the understage passage, and then placed his dead body in the coffin above, thus making the murder look like an accident. No! Oh, great and merciful Holy Mother. Thus, another putrid mind has been guided towards enlightenment. Ugh, I can't believe I swallowed this trick question whole.
Objection!
Sorry, but I have to raise an objection here.
Athena, what are you...
There's something I want to point out, Apollo.
And who might you be? You strike me as a mere child in countenance.
I may be young, but I have an attorney's badge just the same.
And you would contribute to this discussion in that capacity?
I most certainly would.
No, don't do it. I'm just kidding.
He said punchline. What is that? What you talking about, King Park, Nintendo lover? You just argued that the defendant killed the victim under the stage. But let me remind you that Miss Wright is a girl.
Clearly. Surely you didn't raise an objection simply to point out such an obvious fact. Your Honor, please send for this little child's guardian to come take her home.
Hold it!
But I'm not done with my sermon.
You don't need to talk like Prosecutor Marty, you know.
Oops, you read that on my mic.
Oh my god!
But here.
You don't need to talk like Prosecutor Marty, you know.
Listen, if the victim was killed in the understage passage, then his body would then have to be hauled up to the stage, right? However, Miss Wright is a young girl, and a pretty petite one at that. She couldn't have possibly have hefted that large body up and put it in the coffin. It's true. It does seem like it would be a rather difficult task for the defendant. I don't think even I could do it. What do you think about that, prosecutor? Who's the child now?
In my religion, the priestesses of Koreanism are revered as the pillars of our beliefs.
I needed some water, you guys. Look, I'm running low. We have to pass me another water.
So I naturally hold nothing but deep respect for women. I also think highly of the female perspective.
See, says the man who called this fair maiden a little child.
Who's a fair maiden? I agree that your point is worth discussing, Defense. How indeed was the dead body raised up into the coffin? By the accused, Trucy Wright, that is.
You're committed to pointing the finger at her no matter what, huh? Then you explain how that'll even be possible.
But of course. There was a way for even a small creature like her to raise the victim's body up.
Huh? Wait, You really can't explain it?
I foresaw that our argument would come to this, so I have prepared a witness.
Well, I admire your readiness, prosecutor.
This is really not that difficult when one can read the ultimate outcome of any trial.
He couldn't have really predicted that things would turn out this way, could he?
It's pretty hard to believe.
Excuse me, but may I step down now? Yes, I suppose you may.
One moment, Detective Sky.
I'm sorry for you know the way I handle all of this.
You did a fine job, detective.
You did a fine job, Detective. Your testimony was invaluable.
It was?
Yes. You served well as a detective and did not allow your personal feelings to interfere. You overcame the conflicted emotions you felt and performed your duty admirably. You will be rewarded for your fine work.
Oh, thank you.
I hope we can work together again in the future. Emma seems bewildered by the unexpected praise.
I guess he's a pretty nice person, like they say, as long as you're not up against him. Anyway, now then, let us call the next witness.
How long you been here?
An hour.
You wanna keep going?
We can do him next time.
Okay.
It's gotta do it now. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so yeah, we'll say that was for next time. That's our hour mark. I was gonna get out. Well, I was gonna do it for an hour, and this our hour mark. So,
Yep.
yeah, thank you all for watching, and I guess we'll catch you all on the next one. Thank you, Angel and Dave, and also King Park, Nintendo Lover. Thank you all for chatting. Everyone else that's watching, I appreciate you all for watching. Yeah, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I'd appreciate you go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you don't mind hitting that like button for me, and I will talk to you all on the next one. You all take care.